Yeah, I mean, what I see now as far as, what's happening in music is I see a lot of nostalgia. A lot of these bands that are being booked for, Bang Your Head Fest and Rocklahoma. I mean, they're all throwback bands. A lot of them are, from the 80s. So, as a matter of fact, I can't really even, like, if you were to ask me, like, who's your favorite new band that's come out lately, I don't really even have a good answer for that. I'm liking, what the old bands are doing these days. Foo Fighters I like, I guess they're new to me.
Yeah.
The last really, band that came out that was new at the time, but it was a while ago, that I really got excited about was The Darkness.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got that 70s feel to them, kind of a little bit glam sound.
I got to see them live too, which was, rare because they weren't around for that long. I saw them out here. And yeah, I mean, back then when they first came out, I was like really excited about them. That was a new band, to me. But as far as like, I don't know. I mean, there's, if you're asking me like if I like bands like Maroon 5 and, I really don't keep up with, I more follow, what's been around for a long time.
Right, and that's a good answer, because I've gotten everything from, I just don't think it's going to go anywhere, to I think there's a lot of hope and promise, to I really don't know. I really don't know what to make of it right now, because the bands are coming back. There's new metal, which is a lot harder, a lot more aggressive, that makes Slayer seem commercial and mellow.
I see the new metal as like, and I don't want to, tarnish my reputation, but it's even a little too hardcore for me. I like it melodic.
Yeah.
And, I'm not into like moshing and...
it's angrier.
Yeah, it's like too negative, I think.
It's like a lot of the black metal really got into the mainstream.
Yeah, it's even, it's not my preference in metal. I mean, I like heavy metal and hard rock, but I like it, I like songs too, and sometimes you can't even really define the songs.
Last thing, this is what I always like to do, is I want to give you about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Yes, I did have a boob job.
Okay, I wasn't going to ask that. I was not going to ask that. I was not going to ask that.
From a small B to a full C, or rather 2 full Cs.
Okay. I want to give you a minute before we wrap this up to just plug anything you want to plug.
I'd like to plug my new boobs.
Okay. What, you want to mention your MySpace?
Side view, wait a minute.
Oh, there you go. Do you want to mention your MySpace page, band page, or anything like that? Website people can follow up with you?
Yeah, we have a new website eventually launching, which... in order to know when that's happening, go to our MySpace at www.myspace.com/bitchmetal.
Okay.
And that will, that's a place to go to, hear the latest and the greatest as far as the recording and as far as the website launch, and some cool pictures on there, and new and old, some vintage stuff and some new stuff. You feel free to comment and tell me how I'm looking these days.
Okay. Is there any, and to wrap up, the last thing I ask is take 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, besides the boob job, we already know that.
I had a facelift too, by the way.
Okay.
This isn't even Betsy.
Okay.
No,
is this
listen,
the evil twin?
You know what? I'm all for, I'm not gonna be secretive about it. I'm pro cosmetic surgery.
Okay.
If you can, age gracefully, then let's do it together.
But take about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to say anything on your mind, anything you want to say. The little running joke I put in his ear. If you want to tell somebody to fuck off, feel free. Nobody's done that yet. But
there is somebody who shall go nameless.
Okay. You want to give them a middle finger? Tell them they know who they are?
Bad energy.
Okay. But no, it's kind of my little running joke to lighten up. But anything you want to say? You want to say hi to your mom when she says she wants to?
Yeah, that picture.
Yeah.
We're going to give you this picture.
Okay.
That's the one. I don't have as many tattoos as I do now, but I'll have to do.
But any fans out there, fellow rock stars that you want to talk to, say hi to, anybody you want to say hi to, anything you want to say?
Think Alice Cooper will ever see this interview? Because I've actually shown this to him in person before. I've met him several times.
He probably will one of these days. Be good. But
I'll say hi to Robin, Xander, and I wonder if he remembers our date back in.
Oh, you want to share that real quick before we wrap this up?
Oh, yeah, okay. Robin Zander, I met him when I went and saw Cheap Trick at this club called the Starwood. I think I mentioned that previously.
Yeah.
And nobody knew who they were. It was when they first came out, and he and I met backstage, and we exchanged information, and we corresponded. And then after they got pretty huge, I think it was around Budokan, or maybe a little before, they were blowing through town on tour, and they stopped at the Holiday Inn in Westwood, and he brought my number with him and gave me a call and said, hey, I'm in town, come meet me down at the bar here and let's have a drink. And so after I got up off the floor and revived myself by pouring ice over my head, I got ready and went down there, and we had a drink at the bar, and then he took me to another bar in Westwood called Yesterday's, which is no longer there also. And we sat and gazed into each other's eyes and talked and had drinks and made out, and it was. I went back to their hotel room, and that's where this story shall end.
Okay, absolutely, that's fine. But other than that, anything else you want to say? Hi to the fans. You want to tell them thank you? Anything that you want to say?
Thank you for not forgetting about me after all these years, and for still keeping the faith, and caring about what happens to the band, and for your support, and I'd like to thank my cosmetic surgeon, the Academy,
And the bitches.
all the little people.
Billy Barty, really little people.
Yeah. So okay. I think I'm done.
Betsy, bitch, thank you very much.